Just be yourself. Don't change for anyone. This might be just the worst advice anyone can ever give you. This idea tells us to embrace our flaws and to live in our truth. But what if that truth is doing more harm than good? I can explain. There is a very high chance that the version of you they like is just what suits them best. But how about you? Are you happy with who you are? You clicked on this video right on time because the year is coming to an end and there is no better time to embrace the best version of you than now. No more excuses. By the end of this video, you'll be unrecognizable. I promise you. Today I'll show you the simplest and most impactful ways to rebrand. And this isn't about resolutions that fade after a few weeks. I'm talking about real lasting change. Hi, I'm Alina and welcome back to Good Girl Gone Rich. When people tell me I've changed so much, I ask myself, is it such a bad thing? Honey, I didn't go through all that character development to stay the same. I've leveled up.
I'm free.
But why did I do it? I rebranded because I was tired of being timid, tired of watching people take advantage of me over and over again. I was just so fed up. The overly understanding persona had to go. Now I treat people the way they treat me. I realized that my energy is valuable and so is my time. Simple. Try to guess, where do we start? Exactly, your mind. Your mind is the foundation of your rebrand. It's a powerful tool you might be underestimating. With your mind, you can create the life and persona you've always dreamed of. But first, you need to do one thing: let go of limiting beliefs. For example, if you've been thinking, well, I'm not that good at my job, but you're genuinely struggling because the job doesn't suit you, give yourself some damn grace. Not all the blocks you face are your fault. Start by focusing on what you can do. I'm learning or I'm improving every day. Brainwash yourself if you must.
Every morning when you get up, say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now, I do it now, do it now. Whenever you have this tendency to procrastinate, program your subconscious mind with this automatic conditioned command, do it now, do it now, do it now. The key to overcoming procrastination is to develop a sense of urgency. Be the kind of person who gets things done quickly. Be the kind of person who launches fast on a task. Take your task and break it up into small pieces and then do one piece at a time. Say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. Do you know that less than 2% of the population have a sense of urgency? And that there's not an example of a successful person anywhere who does not have a sense of urgency? That if you just develop a sense of urgency when somebody gives you a task, that you get on it and do it fast, that alone will move you into the top ranks in a very short period of time.
At first, this might feel awkward, but with time and practice, those positive thoughts will grow stronger. Push aside the I can't and I'm not good enough thoughts. Little by little, you'll feel more confident and more capable. Your best self is already within you, and it's simply you without the doubts and limits you or others have placed on you. And the best part, you can decide to start today. Once you've taken control of your mind, shifting your identity becomes so much easier.
You did it, sir.
I did it. He did it.
I did it.
He did it.
You did it, sir.
I did it.
He did it.
I did it. Atrocity is back!
And with this different perspective of yourself, I want you to take a pen and paper and start self-discovery through reflection. I want you to write down the idea of who you want to be. You might have an idea, but until you write it down, it's not a goal. Now describe your character. Be as deep and detailed as writing your desired dressing style. What are your likes? Then in another section, describe who you currently are and be completely honest. No filters, no holding back. Acknowledge where you are and where you want to go. The only limit is your imagination. So think big and bold. How amazing would it be if we could all just magically land in that moment of our best self? But unfortunately, it's not as easy as just imagining it. You have to turn those thoughts into actions. This new person you wish to be, how is her daily routine like? Yes, it's time to think of your habits and how they shape you. The things you do over and over become habits, and habits are a reflection of who you are today. So start working on the areas you can change now: your character, your style, hobbies, and mindset. Focus on the regular things that will make a difference in your daily life. Save the bigger goals like that mansion or that luxury car for your long-term plans. Because what many people don't realize is that achieving material success often comes naturally when you're operating as your best self, calm, confident, and in alignment. And don't forget to celebrate every small win along the way. Go to the gym, read empowering books, manage your finances, and prioritize self-care. These wholesome habits create a sense of achievement and build momentum. If you doubt how much habits can change your life, just look at the most successful people. Align your character with who you aspire to be. Ask yourself, does the way you talk, think, and act align with the person you want to become? For example, if you want to step, let's say, into a leadership role, let that confidence show in how you speak and carry yourself. Picture yourself as the version of you who has already made it. Stronger, clearer, and ready to take on the world in 2025. When you align your actions with your vision, every day becomes an opportunity to step closer to your goals. Think of yourself as building your character, just like an actor preparing for a role. Remember when Lady Gaga stayed in an Italian accent for 9 months while filming House of Gucci? Iconic. Although this is much easier said than done, you just have to be intentional about your life. I truly understand that sometimes we struggle to fight those slows when they kick in and in return break routine and go hermit mode. Especially when it's that time of the month and moods, let's say, are fluctuating. But don't let this be your excuse. Pick yourself up and call it a bad day. A bad day is just a bad day, not a bad life. You can just say that you want a better life and then spend your week indoors, binging on social media and ordering junk food. Which brings us to embracing hermit mode with a purpose. If you must go into hermit mode and disappear for a while, make it count. I've seen people taking on day challenges just to show up as their best selves to the world. Totally unrecognizable. You can take 30, 60, or even 90 days to just focus on forming a routine until you're disciplined enough to follow without any excuses. This can be a beautiful time to reinvent from the inside out. And by the time it's mid next year, you'll be way ahead of plans. By the way, speaking of plans, skip the New Year resolutions and opt for a realistic to-do list. Forget those big, shiny, but very vague resolutions. Stick to manageable goals. Be completely honest with yourself. Are there any things that you've been putting off, or skills you wanted to learn, or changes you wanted to make? Focus on just 1 or 2 goals each month and check in with yourself regularly.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Wow, A+, that's incredible! Wow, I'm so proud of you!
Remember, these small wins build self-trust, I promise you. Lasting change comes from consistency, not grand resolutions. I still have more to achieve on my list, and yes, I'm going to get it all. I just won't put too much pressure on myself, as long as I'm on the right path. Honestly, sometimes I feel silly chasing these dreams, but I owe myself the life I want. If I just stuck to what people liked, I don't think I would ever be brave enough to take the milestones I took in my life. Yes, it's time to rethink that don't change for anyone mood. Now that you have your new identity to look forward to, it's time for the hard part: cutting off the old. I know this new year, new me thing might feel cliche, but this time, don't fight it. Start questioning your past choices, your relationships, and even your career. It's scary and it's uncomfortable, but staying unseen, average, or relatable isn't what life is about. The belief that you shouldn't change for anyone can actually hold you back from real growth. Instead, reflect honestly. Are your choices, habits, and mindset helping you become the person you want to be? Change is a blank canvas that lets you explore life beyond your comfort zone. Let people know that you're making a change. Declare it loudly.
I come to make an announcement.
This kind of exposure creates accountability because now eyes are on you. And even better, you might just find new supporters cheering you on. You know, my whole concept of rebranding taught me that as much as it's painful, you get to experience joy beyond comprehension because you're showing up daily as your highest self. So rebrand for yourself, not for others. Let's be clear, rebranding isn't about fitting into someone else's expectations. It's about evolving because you want to. This journey is personal, and you don't need anyone's approval. So when people notice your changes and say, "You've changed so much," take it as a compliment and respond with confidence. Yes, because I'm building a better version of myself. You deserve to grow and evolve. Imagine if a seed never bloomed into a flower or a tree. You might feel like you're in a dark place right now, but maybe you're just being planted to grow into something extraordinary. I know you got this, and I believe in you. As Henry David said, never look back unless you're planning to go that way. Honestly, I can't wait to see who you'll bloom into. And I hope that this video has inspired you to take the first step. If you feel like sharing, let me know about your progress in the comment section down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.